Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/speedforce. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Thank you so much for your support. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Speedforce, the Flash podcast. I am your host, Anthony Hernandez.
And I'm your other host, Phil Maynard. We are reviewing this week's episode. What episode number is this?
Number 13.
13?
Yep,
Okay.
Season 2, Episode 13.
Welcome to Earth 2. Woo! It's an... okay.
Earth to us do a vlog.
A vlog?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are disappointed because we only do the audio. On there, we actually do video, too. So, sorry about that, guys.
So, I just realized, Phil, didn't our ad just play?
Oh, yeah.
But we got to do an ad. So, guys, we're going to make this one up on the fly here. That's me. That's my brain gears turning. They make weird sounds. It's like an old car.
So one of the books that I have checked out that everyone could check out for an Audible audiobook, really good. It's called Capes, Cows, and I forget what it's called. But it's like a superhero book. It tells you the whole history of everything from like the beginning of back when they were just pulp comics and like all the way to
the real
superhero.
life.
Yeah.
Not our world's version.
I think it goes all the way back to the Shadow. Do you know who the Shadow was?
No.
Better know him as pretty much Batman because Bob Kane 100% ripped off the Shadow to create Batman.
Makes sense. I mean, they had to rip it off from somewhere at one point in time.
Yeah, it was a guy who could sneak around in the shadows, who was a vigilante guy, who was a detective and all this stuff, and he used a gun just like Batman in the comics.
And where can you get this book?
You can get it on audibletrial.com/speedforce. You get a free 30-day trial and one audiobook download.
Yep, and every time you use our link, you help our podcast move a little more forward in life.
Yeah.
Yay! We get new equipment and everything.
Get us to conventions, get us equipment, get us to meet the celebrities themselves like Grant Gustin, Stephen Amell, everyone that goes to the Hero and Villains Fan Fest conventions.
All right, so I think that was our 45 seconds for them.
Woo!
Woo, guys! All right, now you're done. You don't have to ever hear it again until next week. Yay! No.
Yay!
Just teasing, guys. For real, thank you, Audiobook, for helping us out.
Yeah, we're really like happy that we have this.
I always want to call it Audacity because
we use Audacity.
By the way, we also use the program Audacity to.
Audacity should sponsor this podcast.
They should because we use it for the podcast.
Yeah. So let's talk real quick before we get into the emails. This was like the biggest episode ever. Like, and I wasn't.
I think next week will. I feel like it's going to
Well,
top.
so far. What I'm trying to say is just so far, this is the best episode.
We've had two kind of like boring-ish episodes, and then they get to this one, you're like, yes!
I remember that, for those of you out there who follow me on Twitter, I apologize so much for Tuesday night. I was just like, my mind was not up for it. I was busy doing other stuff. I couldn't,
in other words, life happens. And life always happens.
And as I was watching the episode, I'm like, man, I really wish I would have live tweet this. Like, I wish I would have done that. But I couldn't do it, guys. I'm really sorry. I will do it next week. I promise. All you out there, keep
next week he'll be on it.
Yeah, I'll be on it. My bad.
See, and I don't watch the episode. I didn't watch it till Wednesday, to be honest. So I would have missed that live tweet pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to use Twitter. I really
cool.
don't. I tried to make an account. The last account I made was when I made myself Brock from Pokemon, and me and you were going to do like this like Ash Catch on Brock like Twitter like banter. Yeah. I can't I type in my email and it says it's already in use and it says Brock from Pokemon and I'm just like, oh jeez.
How old is that? That was way back. So, big thing that we want to talk about real quick. This Saturday, but for you guys, it'll probably be tomorrow since I'm uploading this on Friday.
We're recording this today. Today is Thursday, February, 11th?
11th.
Yeah.
Deadpool premiere.
Yeah, we're going to go to that right after we record the podcast. We did that on purpose so we don't spoil Deadpool because we're going to be talking about Deadpool nonstop after we see this movie.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh, on Saturday, Grape City Con. I will be there. I have a booth. We are at A27. We have an end table, which is perfect so that I can actually get awesome recordings with people to do interviews for the podcast. We can get everybody to be on it. Come by, buy a little buy a Speedforce tote bag from us. I might be selling copies of my book as well. There are only, I think, 50 physical copies of it out there. So when I do become famous, it'll be worth a lot, guys. I only sell those for $5 anyways. That's nothing.
It's his first book.
Yeah. Also, you can try your chance at winning a flash bag, which it's a good, like, sturdy bag with the Flash emblem right there in the center. It has a poster in there. I think I have 2 or 3 posters in there with a bunch of comics, and just like last Grape City Con, a Blue Lantern ring.
Seems like a tradition at this point to keep putting that Blue Lantern ring in.
Hey, Blackest Night, greatest comic book ever.
I really wish that they would include Green Lantern in the Flash.
They referenced him in this episode.
Yeah, but I want him
in
it. Like,
you
I
see
want
it,
to
right?
appear.
You saw the reference.
Yeah,
right?
the Ferris Air Base.
No, this episode, how Barry's phone had speed dial for mom and dad, Eddie, Bruce, Hal, and Diana.
Oh, Hal and Diana.
I was like, what?
That's weird. Why would he have?
Why would his
doppelganger have?
Yeah,
those
exactly.
numbers?
That was my thought too. I'm like, why would he have that?
I would get if it was at Jay's house.
Yeah, but it may have just
Hmm.
been an Easter egg for us all. But then again, remember, his mom was thanking him for the tickets to go to Atlantis.
Oh, yeah.
So Earth 2 Barry might be up to something.
Interesting. Possibly.
But he's not Zoom. He is not Zoom.
Yeah, and there's no way Barry could have took out Zoom with a taser. That would have been pretty
I
sad.
love that though. That was great.
He's sleeping.
But Anthony is busy for that con, guys. So
Work.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So you'll be meeting actually a new co-host that will be joining the show, probably more so in the summertime. He wants to do a couple of the animated films with us and all that. So you guys will meet him up.
We got trial people, see how they work out.
Yeah.
The show's kind of big. If we don't like someone, we gotta test them first and see if they can
Hey,
join.
you get to meet him tonight.
Yeah, I do. We're gonna see Deadpool together. It's the first test of many.
If you like Deadpool,
The next test is a physical trial.
how fast can you run like the Flash?
Yeah.
Dude, he's in the National Guard. He can run pretty fast.
Well, I just need to see if he could run like a slow ass duck, as Joe puts it. If he can, he passes.
Man, due to it being a quote from the show, I can't take it out.
That's why I say
You
it.
fight me on this every time.
Whenever I see quotes that I could say, I will say them.
Dang it.
Pokemon Go news, not as much, but Nintendo has finally released the time and date in which they're going to talk about Pokemon Go for 30 minutes in depth. It's going to be March 14th at 3:30 p.m. in San Francisco. So that is the time Pokemon Go officially exists.
What day is that? What day is it? Is it like a Thursday or a Tuesday?
March 14th.
Check the calendar real quick.
That will be on a Monday, guys.
Do you have school Monday? Because like
I'm not going to go to San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
I will download the app when it comes out and I will play it nonstop. But I'm not going to drive all the way to San Francisco to see someone else play the app.
Darn.
That'll drive me crazy, especially if they don't release it. If they say, "Oh yeah, this is what it's going to be like," can't wait, and then they just release some other release date sometime in like April or something, and I'll be like, "No!"
April like 19th, the day right before your birthday.
Yeah.
Hey, birthday present.
And I'll be like, I gotta wait so long. I hope they release it before then. I really hope it's the February 27th.
I doubt it, dude. It's way too close, and we aren't hearing any.
I mean, what's 2 weeks? What's 2 weeks in develop? Are they really developing that intensely to like the very last second?
Well, at this point right now, the reason they're having the thing is so that they can tell everybody what it's going to be. Like at E3, I think that's the right thing. They talk about what the PS4 and the Xbox One is going to be.
John, I think I always want to call him John Hankey, but the E silent John Hank or whatever.
Yeah.
He's going to go up and use the app and show everyone for 30 minutes how to play Pokemon Go. Like it's going to be a done game at that point. That's what the whole conference is. 30 minutes of him showing everybody in-depth details on Pokemon Go, how they developed it, and how it works. Yeah, he's going to go up there. He's going to have it done. That's like I'm saying February 27th, March 14th. You know,
Man, I might be... Yeah,
they might actually get it done by February 27th.
I need this now.
Yeah, I know. It's driving me crazy.
So, now that Super Bowl happened, what do you think of the Pokemon trailer. Like,
Yeah, I was
so
upset that they didn't have like some sort of extra thing after.
I was paying attention because I was like, I know Anthony's gonna want to talk about it.
Yeah, I was paying
Anthony's
attention.
Gonna want to talk about it.
I was paying attention really hard on that, and it was just a regular commercial, but it's cool. I heard a lot of people who hadn't seen it really enjoyed it. You know, it made everyone get the chills, the goosebumps.
Oh yeah, I still get it every time I watch that trailer. It's so
you
cool.
can do that.
Little Pikachu on the ground.
It'd be funny if right after they showed a scene from Fight Club instead, like
just
you can do that
in the face.
It's just the Fight Club, like they're just like brawling in the street.
We can't talk about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we can't. Oh, we did. Oops, broke the
man.
first rule.
And
Well,
the second rule.
people in Fight Club don't follow the rules. That's why you're in Fight Club.
So, you want to read this email that we got? We got a bunch to get through. Thank you, everybody, for emailing us. Finally, we're getting emails. Yay!
This is from Jason Ritter. Hi, Phil and Anthony, or Anthony and Phil. Good to cover your bases.
It's Anthony and Phil on Earth 2. It's Phil and Anthony.
Yeah, so next week we should be Phil and Anthony here. So, I felt this was the best episode of Flash this season so far. It was filled with a lot of Easter eggs. We got JWS Flash?
John Wesley Shipp.
Oh, John Wesley Shipp Flash as another Earth and Supergirl. So, I think they're implying maybe Supergirl might be an alternative Earth.
It is, yeah.
Because
it has to be. There's no other way.
So one Earth, we got Joe the singer and Deadshot the bad cop, which I got a kick out of. Yeah,
Dude,
me too.
I loved how they brought back Deadshot for an episode.
And he's a bad shot. He's the worst in the
so
department.
Terrible.
He dropped all the bullets in his gun. I almost at point blank range missed like
Reverb.
Reverb.
Like, by the way, Reverb was actually the name that Cisco's brother goes by in the comics after Cisco dies. So
interesting.
Easter egg, guys.
Oh, and then this is the other Easter egg. And we also got Diana, Hal, and Bruce on the phone. Me and Phil were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys all heard us. But, yeah, it's kind of weird that, like, the alternate Barry would have that, figuring he's not a speedster. But it was great to see Killer Frost and Deadstorm and Earth 2 Cisco. You know what's funny? It wasn't just Ronnie without Stein.
Yeah, Stein was in there, and we didn't get to see him at all. But...
Ronnie just never let Stein out.
Yeah,
and took full control of his body.
Yeah,
it's kind of messed up. I like how he's like he doesn't talk much more anymore, and it's like
I never let him out.
Well, if he did, he would have no powers.
Yeah,
and probably Stein would probably never fuse with him ever again, and probably run as fast as he can. I wonder what would happen if he would have grown into old age. Would Stein be just at the same age forever?
I don't know. Would he age? Is it kind of like the Black Adam situation?
Where he'd just stop aging and he'd just be a consciousness. And then...
No, I'm talking also for Ronnie. Would Ronnie age too?
That's interesting. Well, we don't know. He died. Ha. All right.
Ronnie can't live. Like, he's the Kenny of Flash.
And Caitlin's always got to be there to witness it.
Yeah.
So, we saw Killer Frost and Deadstorm. If you can't tell, I am so excited about this episode. I can't wait to see what happens next week. Have a good show. From Jason Jimbo Ritter. Oh, P.S. I will do a lot... What is it? I will do a lot...
Legend of Tomorrow.
Oh, Legend. See, man, I'm bad with acronyms. I'm
it's
so
cool.
bad with them.
It's fine.
I get LOL. That's pretty much my whole thing in OMG. All right. Just real life got in the way. I'm recording all 4 episodes next week. If anyone wants to be my co-host, tell them to email me at legendsoftpod@gmail.com. So as we all know, Jason's trying to do a podcast and he desperately needs a co-host. Please email him and he will listen to you.
Yeah. If you guys are out there thinking, wow, I love Speedforce. I've been listening to them forever. I want to get in on this podcast deal. Well, there's an opening right now to be a part of one that's pretty much like a cousin company, I guess.
Yeah, he's kind of like the, I don't know, let's see here. I'm trying to think of like to the Arrow, to Flash. Like, we're the Flash. So, he wouldn't be our Arrow. I guess he'd just be our Legends. We need an Arrow guy.
Yeah. I used to have an Arrow guy. I stopped listening to that podcast, though.
Huh.
Yeah. So, next up... By the way, guys, we're loving all these great long emails. I'm loving them so much.
I like the bullet point ones. What happened to those? Those were the best.
Jason sends those ones.
Jason, I like your emails.
Everybody has their own way of doing it, and it's cool. So this one's from Steven Schinder. He's been a long fan of us for a while now. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting my breath ready. And
it's about 3 or 4 paragraphs. For us, that's a lot of reading.
Yeah. But it is a big episode. I knew this going in, that we would get people going crazy on it, and it's awesome, and we love it all. So, I love the Easter eggs in this episode. Those glimpses into other universes remind me of the TMNT movie Turtles Forever, which showed glimpses of pretty much every incarnation of Turtles other than Nickelodeon show and the Michael Bay movies since they hadn't been out yet.
Have you seen Turtles in Time?
No, have you?
It is fantastic.
It is?
Yes, I watched it a long time ago. I'm so glad you have actually brought this up. What they did is the Turtles, they keep going back into previous incarnations of themselves. So the current day Turtles, at the time, you know, they were kind of rough-edged and edgy and stuff, didn't have pupils. They meet the 80s Turtles, like some of the most popular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they, as a group, go back to different versions of the Ninja Turtles throughout all of time. Like, and then they try to get the Turtle Prime, which is the first ever written thing of the Ninja Turtles. And the goal is I think Shredder's trying to destroy it, so he could destroy the Turtles throughout the whole, like, multiverse.
Oh, Shredder's just has to...
They totally get into the multiverse, and they do it great. It's so fantastic. It was kind of like how when Deadpool went and killed everybody in the Marvel universe, it was similar to that.
I haven't read that comic yet.
Excellent.
I want to. Is it a good comic?
I watched it on Comastorium, but I liked it a lot.
Okay. Okay. I wish that I hadn't known about the upcoming Flash and Supergirl crossover, so that would have felt more like a surprise seeing her in this episode. Yeah, I could totally agree with that, like not knowing and then her popping up right there. Everybody in the entire world who watches Flash would have lost it at that second.
For real. Like, I knew about it, so it didn't strike me as a surprise.
I just thought it was really awesome that they brought it in.
What surprised me more was John Wesley Shipp's version of the Flash.
Yeah.
In that.
Yeah, that threw me for a loop. That means that does exist in the multiverse. You know, it would have been insane, but, like, I know they can't, like, actually do it, is if they would have shown Henry Cavill, like, for a second. Like, that would have been awesome. Everybody would have been like, what? What?
It would be funny if they just did a major troll and they just flashed every Batman, like every actor who played Batman, like from like the 80s Batmans to like now current day Batman, and just like then you just see kind of like Barry and Cisco look really confused.
You're missing the 60s with Adam West.
Oh yeah, Adam West starts it off, and then you just see him evolve like throughout all the actors,
and then it just ends with Kevin Conroy. I am Batman.
Well, who's the one from Dark Knight? The one with the
Christian Bale?
Is that the one that goes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I would just love if he appeared and he's like, "Where's Rachel?" I'm not gonna lie. I have a girl that in my Avid class that I tutor, and her name's Rachel, and I've done that to her. I'm like, Rachel. I've done that to her a couple times.
You're a terrible person. By the way, we'll talk about how terrible of a person he is in a second.
Oh yeah. I called it, guys.
You got my message though, right?
Yeah. We'll talk about it in a minute.
So we also saw John Wesley Shipp's Flash, Jonah Hex, Gorilla Grodd again, and some sort of Green Arrow. I'm not sure who this Green Arrow is supposed to be. At first I thought it was Smallville's version, but it didn't look clear enough for me to tell. I've heard that it could be Connor Hawke in Legends of Tomorrow. Okay, I want to talk about that for a sec. It is Connor Hawke. Because, judging by that last episode of Arrow, William not gonna make it much longer.
Called it.
Yeah, we'll
Guys, you all know I called it. Everyone who listens to this podcast is going, when they saw that, in the back of their head, they're like, I think I've heard this somewhere. I'm the one who said it. I am totally the one who said it. William will die. He's going to be the one in the grave.
You called it back when we redid the grave again, like when they showed up the grave again.
It was like the second time they ever showed the grave, and I said, wouldn't it be really dark if
Isn't that grave a little small?
Yeah, it was like, wouldn't it be really dark if William was the one who died? And then we're all like, no, it's got to be Felicity. It's going to be Felicity. And then Felicity gets shot, and we're like, okay, it's Felicity. And then she lives, and we're like, it's not Felicity. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I love it. I called it. They listen to me. They so listen to me. There's no way.
If Supergirl gets a second season, I think that we will see the Legion of Superheroes. If it gets canceled, and I hope it doesn't get canceled, do you think they could bring Legion into Legends of Tomorrow?
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah. They could totally bring in Legion into Legends of Tomorrow. Time travel already.
If Supergirl jumped on that, she could easily be part of Legions later.
And it all goes back to, you can't have Rip Hunter without the Legion of Superheroes, because there's a huge thing that deals with that, because Rip Hunter, spoiler alert out there, he's the child of Booster Gold, and Booster Gold only became Booster Gold because he stole a Legion ring
and Rip Hunter's ship, I think.
Yeah.
Or pieces of it. I can't remember. He stole something from his own son, which I thought was funny.
Yeah. And he got the ring, and that's a whole thing to it. So Legion should exist in the Flash universe. Or what is it? The Arrowverse is what they're calling it? Flaro?
I don't know where Booster Gold is, though. They don't ever talk about him or anything. And they're time traveling and stuff. You think you'd run into Rip Hunter's dad.
There's a rumor that he's still on the table for CW. That he could appear, but there's also a thing that he might be in they're still trying to figure out who has the rights to him, do the movies or do the TV show. And it's difficult.
I hope the TV show does, because I think they could do a lot more with him as a TV character than a movie character.
I already know who would be the perfect cast for him. Like, there's a few
Neil Patrick
people.
Harrison.
You always say that.
I know, but he'd be good for any role.
But there are a few people who I think would be great for it. One of them is Sean William Scott, and for those of you out there who don't know,
if only Chris Pratt, if only he could do it.
Oh my god, he would be perfect.
Yeah, he would be
I've never
perfect.
thought about it until you said that right now. But kids, cover your ears. Stifler, that's Sean William Scott. Sean William Scott could pull off Booster Gold so great. Also another person who is everyone wants him to be, Nathan Fillion. Do you know who Nathan Fillion is?
I've heard his name a lot of times.
Did you ever see Firefly?
See, that you always ask me that. No, I did not see Firefly.
Okay.
I got upset because it got canceled. That's why I never watched it. Because I just didn't want to watch it and then be upset.
Yeah. It's still on my list to watch. Yeah, I know, Colt. Yeah, I know. Okay, calm down.
Yeah, I know. I need to watch it. You guys all want me to watch it. But I don't want to be disappointed and watch it get canceled. Be like, get really into it and be like, this is cool. And then be like, oh.
Yeah. So, what else has he done? Did you ever see this show, Castle?
No. Never seen Castle.
Never mind. Then I can't think of anything else. He does the voice of Green Lantern in the current DC animated films. So I also love seeing the names Bruce, Hal, and Diana on speed dial on Earth 2 Barry Allen's phone, and it was about time that we saw Cisco's doppelganger. The way they said doppelganger reminded me of Twin Peaks. I wonder if it was intentional. Overall, this was a fantastic episode. I can't wait to see the next one. Cheers, Steven Shinder. P.S. Anthony, what do you think of Earth 2's Iris?
Incredibly better from our Iris. First of all, she's useful. Second, she's useful. Third, she's useful. She knows how to shoot. She's a detective. And on top of that, she's not Barry's stepsister. So yes, I think she's a huge improvement from our Iris. I would not mind if that Iris decided to come to be on our Earth, and I don't care what they do with Earth 1 Iris. I don't know, throw her in a lake?
You're terrible, God.
No, that'd be cool. Just Flash runs in the middle of the ocean and goes, I'm sorry, but this Iris actually likes me, and then just drops her and then runs off.
We're married. And but then you do that, what about Earth 2 Barry?
He seems like he's doing it right. I mean, he's got Diana's number.
But she's with Bruce. Or Cal. Or... How many people has she been? How many Justice Leaguers?
I don't know. Probably all of them at one point in time.
You're terrible, man. This is why we lose females. That's our fan
I know.
base. Why does Danny listen to us?
I don't know. I don't really know. Danny, thanks for listening.
We have other female listeners probably out there. Just none of them talk to us.
But Earth 2 Iris, I liked her a lot more. Her character seemed a little better.
Yeah. Next up, you get to read this next one.
All right.
It is Mel.
Oh, geez, Mel. Hey, what's happening, Mel? All right. So we'll start from the top. This is from Mel.
It's hey, Phil and Anthony.
Hey,
I
Phil
just
and
cropped
Anthony.
it down because
What can I say about this week's episode? I can't find a single word in my vocabulary to possibly describe how mind-blowingly awesome this episode was. I may have to watch it again just to take it all in.
And when you watch it again, listen to Speedforce podcast as you do.
Yeah, and it wouldn't hurt stop it on the images. I'm thinking about doing this, maybe posting on the page, of the stuff they showed in.
I did when I was rewatching it today. It's just so awesome
because they showed a lot of cool stuff in that. We all knew they would show something cool when they ran through it. But okay, how cool was Evil Cisco?
Awesome.
At the beginning of the episode, I wondered what his Earth 2 doppelganger was like, but by the middle of the episode, the show was so awesome that I completely forgot about it. There were so many Easter eggs in this episode. It was unbelievable.
Over 26.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this one. A lot of stuff.
I'm going to be busy today naming all the stuff.
Oh, jeez. All right. I love how Central City was made out all 1950s art decor. Decor? Is that what you're
Decor, yeah, style, like the classic Metropolis. I hated that movie.
But it was pretty interesting because it made sense because Jay's comic was based around 1950s era.
Yeah,
and it was cool that they modernized it but still kept that feel in Earth 2.
Yeah, I love the way that they went for it.
I like the cars. I immediately noticed the cars. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And how funny was Deadshot? That was the Art Deco style Metropolis. Yeah, and how funny was Deadshot? Jesse L. Martin, a.k.a. Joe West. Was that his name in there? Jesse L. Martin?
Yeah, that's the actor's name.
I've never learned Joe's name. Like the actor, I've never learned his name.
That's why Mel knows Mel knows that you don't know actors at all. That's why he put the name in for
Mel.
you.
Yeah, you just taught me something.
The only one that you really know is Grant Gustin and John Wesley Shipp.
John Wesley Shipp, I know.
Do you know who Carlos Valdez is?
Yeah, he's Cisco.
Yeah.
And then Daniel Panabaker's
Caitlin. I was gonna say, who have I met?
That's about it. Let's see here. Is an awesome singer with so great voices in the cast. Oh, okay. I kind of worded weird. So you're saying that Joe is an awesome singer, and we have a lot of great voices in the cast. It's probably because they recruit from Glee.
Well, Jesse L. Martin, he's from the movie Rent, also.
Oh,
yeah.
So
he was in that.
I really haven't seen him in anything else besides The Flash.
He's also a Broadway singer too.
It was good. They finally got to capitalize on his singing ability then in this show. He's never done it before. That's weird. All right.
Well, he's not really a singer in Earth 1. He's more so a cop.
They couldn't have a moment where he's like in the shower and he was singing like really good.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
All right. It makes me wonder if the show will ever do a musical episode. Is a Music Meister? Is he like a villain that could appear?
Maybe.
Because if he would, then yeah, they could do a musical episode.
I want a musical episode with like, but it should be the crossover with Supergirl, so we get Supergirl also singing.
That'd be funny. That would work though.
Get all the great singers
in one episode.
Like Carlos Valdez, Grant Gustin.
Do you think Stephen Amell? Do you think he could sing? Because if he couldn't, that'd be really funny. That'd be so funny.
At the Heroes and Villains in New Jersey, he actually sang with John Barrowman. Do you want to build a snowman?
Really? Was it
Do
good?
you want to build a snowman? Yeah.
Was he good at it?
It was hilarious. It was great.
I think it'd be funny if they got one actor who was really bad at singing and made him sing in the episode, and then everyone just kind of like stared
No
at him.
offense, but I feel like Wally would be.
That would be pretty funny.
I'm not trying to be mean or anything.
Cisco.
Huh?
Think Cisco to sing. I don't know. He might be able to sing.
Cisco, dude, you saw the video. I showed it to you. He's actually a famous singer.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me. I never saw the video, but you should tell me about it.
It's great.
Oh, okay. Now we're on number 1. Oh, wait, no. After you said there should be a musical episode, I only found 2 plot holes that made me wonder.
And here I am to debunk plot holes, because that's what I'm supposed to do.
All right, number 1. When Iris' wristwatch metahuman detector didn't go off in Cisco's presence, but it did when Deathstorm and Killer Frost showed up, is that due to Harry's explanation that Earth 1 vibrates at a different frequency at the part where Cisco's glasses couldn't find Zoom? Or maybe she reset it after it went off near Barry. Okay,
so I believe that it is because Cisco's powers are on a different frequency that it wouldn't work. I know it's weird. I'm trying to describe it, but his powers are on a different frequency. So
remember Harry's watch went off on Cisco on Earth 2.
But
his device was built on Earth 1 though. So even the glasses are kind of debunked because technology shouldn't be affected by the vibration of the planet. Well, I think only Cisco's glasses should be because they actually rely on the vibration of the planet. But that watch, it should work on either Earth. The same way a cell phone should work on either Earth or, any sort of technology actually at all.
Huh.
So
Mel, you stumped me.
Yeah. Well,
Anthony, you and Anthony are right.
Well, I was just thinking right now about it because I get Cisco's glasses now because they need the vibe. but yeah, Harry's watch worked on Earth 2, and it works on, so thereby it should have worked on Earth 1 when he left. So yeah, you found a plot hole.
Next up,
number 2.
This one was easy for me to debunk.
Yeah, Barry's clothes and shoes didn't catch on fire while running around in Doppelganger Barry's clothes. That may just be a freezing lasers thing. I like that a lot. All in all, it was a killer episode. Have a great show, guys. Yeah, I noticed that too. None of his clothes.
That's because Barry knows how to run now without it going off. Like, Barry can put on any clothes and they don't go off anymore. Like, it's kind of...
The last time we set something on fire, it was a dream sequence, and it was the flowers.
Yeah.
But
and the time before that, it was Felicity's shirt.
Yeah,
And
which was
that's it.
we all were happy for that.
That was fine.
Wonder why we don't have female viewers or listeners. All right, so thanks for the email, Mel.
So now that we do have a second to talk about it, Anthony, go on and tell everybody how you were right.
I was right. I was right. Oh yeah, William's dead. Yeah, little kid's gonna die. All right, there you go. I feel good.
All of our listeners with children are just like,
I know,
hate
but
you now.
I totally did. I can't believe I called this one. I mean, like
But-
it could be different. We don't know yet.
Yeah. It could be. We could be wrong here.
It's heavily implied though that William's gonna be the one in the grave at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And I brought it up. I brought it up like episode 2 this season or something like that. I said, wouldn't it be dark if the person in the grave was William? And I said that right when they revealed William in the show. And me and Phil were like, nah, they won't go that dark. It's going to be Felicity. And then Felicity, what we confirmed she wasn't going to be in the grave because she says you have to kill him for what he did. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
Why would Oliver Queen resort back to being a killer? Because his son died and he's mad. And he wants to kill the person who killed his son.
Yeah. I think so.
I don't know who else he'd kill for.
Who would he?
I mean, he didn't even kill for his sister in this last week's episode. He just chopped off a hand.
Yeah.
He wasn't willing to resort to killing somebody, even for his own sibling.
I love John Barrowman, but I had made my peace at the beginning of the episode because I'm like, I feel he's gonna die today. I feel they're gonna kill him off.
Yeah, no one died though,
Yeah. But
but someone was dehanded. Oh, I guess he's not going to get to play Pokemon Go with the rest of us, you know.
Anthony, please stop. Just stop.
Let's just all give him some applause. Oh wait, he can't join us. High five. Oh, Stubbs. Stubbs returns.
Just how about we start the episode, Anthony?
Oh, I like that. I liked how he got his hand cut off. That was funny. I like how he went down and he took the ring off, from this hand that just got chopped off.
What are they gonna do? Pick up the hand and just?
But it was just great. It was just whoop, really, you had to cut off his hand. You just couldn't just bash him in the head till he got knocked unconscious.
Yeah.
He seemed like he was on that path where you could just punch him in the face freely.
I remember in the Injustice comic, Kyle Rayner is flying back to Earth and he's like, "Oh no, they need my help!" And Sinestro stops him and they're in space at this moment. Sinestro can totally traps Kyle, and Kyle can't move at all. And Sinestro just breaks off Kyle Rayner's finger with the ring, and Kyle Rayner his suit goes away and dies right there.
It's a fatal flaw of the Green Lanterns. They need digits. You know, I never got why the power wasn't just maybe in the suit.
Because the ring creates the suit.
I know the ring creates the suit, but it seems like that's such a flaw in their system.
It is.
They lose their ring, they're just completely helpless.
Yeah.
But they ate the ring.
What?
They somehow got the ring inside their body.
They gotta charge the ring still.
Oh yeah, they do. Well, I guess they could say the chant and put the lantern up to their gut. You know, Green Lantern's light, and then woo, they just a Teletubby glow, and then boom.
But what happens about 2 to 3 days later?
I guess they poop it out.
Yeah.
They gotta go round 2.
Let's just put the podcast on, Anthony, please.
All right.
Please, we need to hurry so we get the movie in time.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna be pressing play in 3, 2, 1, now.
There we go.
My name is Barry Allen.
Fastest man alive.
Oh, we totally didn't even read Danny's email. Real quick. Danny sent us, "Oh my god, this is the only thing I can say. Oh my god, this episode was epic."
Sent from my iPhone.
By the way, everyone's thing was Welcome to Earth 2. Everyone's title thing was Welcome to Earth 2, pretty much.
So thank you, Danny, and your iPhone. So we get Cisco putting on his 5 glasses and the thing. Iris not dying. Sad face. Oh, 2% the Speedforce injected in Zoom. Oh, we get Zoom. Zoom's scary, man. He trips me out. He's a good villain. I like him a lot.
Zoom scares me. Reverse Flash was a good villain, but Zoom scares me.
He does. I just had a question. All right, Jay in this episode, I can't understand if he admits that he lost his Speed Force to Zoom or the fact that he did Velocity 6. I can't figure it out now.
I think it's because he took Velocity 6, but I'm not positive.
Because that would imply Zoom can't steal Speed Force.
No,
he needs the help.
He can steal it.
Well, who else has he stolen it
He
from?
stole it from Barry, essentially.
He didn't.
True.
The only Speedforce stolen from Barry was that 2% from Wells.
But I think Jay has said at one point he's been going around stealing the speed from all speedsters.
But he lied.
Yeah, Jay is a chronic liar, we found out.
So it's like, I'm not, when we watch this, I always want to pay attention to that part, but I'm not sure if Jay lost his speed because he did a drug, or it's because Zoom stole his speed. And if it was because of the drug, that means that Zoom can't steal Speedforce. He needs the help of Wells, or science. That would be a big thing in the show, though.
Real quick, they're closing up all the breaches right now. That just so you guys all know, they're closing up all the breaches, and they closed them all down except for one of them.
The one inside
C
Star
and
Labs.
Jim, she got a D+. Cisco, straight up F.
Yeah, I got a C in Jim, too.
I don't
That
know what
sucked.
I got. Today I got a B. Or no, wait, today I got an A.
Well, you're taking it in college.
Yeah.
I'm talking about high school when I was chubby.
Oh.
Ladies, I'm not chubby anymore.
Damn it, Anthony. I've told you many times, this isn't where we go to pick up the ladies on our podcast.
I know, it never seems to work.
That's because you turn around and make sexist comments about Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that is true.
So, we're having a family dinner here with Barry, Joe, and Iris. And since Barry is going to be leaving this plane of existence, essentially.
Yeah, they're worried about him. They should be worried about him. It's fair. Joe made a lasagna, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an Easter egg.
Wait, let me check.
Lasagna, yes. In episode 369 of Flash. Or
No.
they ate lasagna.
The only food I know is that Green Arrow in the comics makes the hottest chili there is.
I like a special guest star, Robbie Amell.
For 3 lines.
He's been a regular cast member and now a special guest star. That's great. So, melancholy music plays. That was weird. I couldn't read that word.
Melancholy.
Melancholy. What's that?
It's like sad.
Sounds delicious. Sounds like a fruit. Huh. So, right now, Iris is just trying to, like, confirm with Barry that he's not going to Earth 2 just because he's trying to run away from the whole Patty situation. And it's like, Barry's pretty open about it. He's just like, yeah, I desperately miss Patty, but, this isn't about that. It's about Wells' daughter. So, she's like, well, you better come home, Barry. Oh, is she in store for a surprise when he goes through and there's no way back?
So, we're right here in the speed cannon room. I'm gonna be busy here I'm gonna name them as fast as possible when they pop up, okay?
This implies too, like the whole, like when he goes through and it collapses, that they're gonna have to reopen and get Barry back.
Yeah.
But do you think they'll be able to reopen it again for Jay?
Yeah.
And if they do, then when he goes through, it'll collapse again, and most likely there won't be a return of Jay ever. I would be fine if Jay had his speed, like, all the time. He seems really cool with his speed. Like, even in that short period he had in this episode, using his helmet to create sonic waves as an attack, that was tight.
I loved how Joe was like, that's new.
It's like, Jay's really creative with his powers.
Yeah. Barry is too. Like, isn't that a line from Flashpoint Paradox where he's like, you may have all my powers thawed, but you have none of the creativity.
And he creates, like, a vortex in his hand of air, and just air and static, and just... So, right now they're getting ready to go through. I like how
anyone else feeling panic? I chickened out. I bungee jumping at 18. This is categorically a lot scarier.
Heck yeah! I like how this episode they waste no time. Like they're heading right to Earth 2 in the beginning of the episode.
Think of it this way for a moment. I know a lot of people. This would like anger a lot of people, but what if the next episode happens and then they take like a 2-week break or so? And then the next thing we get is him, like, messed up. Like, they mess up on the speed vortex, and they don't go back to Earth 1. They go to, like, another Earth where Supergirl is, and they get stuck there.
Would make sense. When are they taking the 2-week break?
I don't know.
I hope not after this.
Here we go. Okay, so, Connor Hawk, John Wesley Shipp, Supergirl. Those are what we have so far in the multiverse.
So, they're implying that they're on different Earths.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make sense. Would they try to go back in the next episode or something, like the Supergirl episode? What if they're stuck on Earth 2 for a little while?
Yeah, what if Cisco saw Supergirl while they're doing that, and he's like, hey, we should go help her out somehow.
It would make sense, though.
Good try. She doesn't like the nerds. Win already tried. Poor Win.
That'd be funny. Yeah, I think the Cisco and Win encounter would be pretty funny.
Yeah, or I still think that Cisco and Kat trying to
here's
name
Grodd.
Grodd, Jonah Hex, Legion Ring.
Huh. And then boom, they finally make it.
It's cool how they do how the multiverse looks like that. And that is 100% true to the comics. That is what the multiverse looks like.
Holy 2001. I feel like I just opened my third eye.
Isn't that like a 2001 Space Odyssey reference?
It might be. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Space Odyssey in so long. It's been forevers. So now I'm playing music. I like how Earth 2 is really bright.
Yeah.
Like, yay!
Grant Gustin has like the biggest smile. Whenever Grant Gustin smiles, it's hilarious how big his smile is.
I like the way the cars look in Earth 2. They just look really neat.
They're like, this is great. I love how like Cisco has like a vest on with a bunch of snacks, and one pocket is devoted just to Twizzlers.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's funny.
Like, I'll point it out next time they come back.
This is my Twizzlers pocket.
And like, I bet he got the idea from Tom and Mike eat snacks. You see the Twizzlers in his pocket right there?
Yeah, one pocket dedicated to Twizzlers.
There's a soda in there. Looks like a.
It seems like an army jacket, like where you put guns and weapons, and
but it's just filled up with snacks.
That's great.
I think he took it because he's like, I don't know what kind of snacks Earth 2 is gonna have, so I need this. Like, that makes sense, right?
What if they don't have?
So
Twizzlers?
Here's our first Easter egg of Henry Hewitt showing up. I almost said Jackson Hewitt, like Jackson Hewitt Rancheria.
Yeah, I like Barry and Cisco's reaction.
They're like, he's evil. He's gonna kill us.
Cisco looks way more scared.
For those of you who don't know, Henry Hewitt in a previous episode, it was a Firestorm episode, was supposed to be a match with Martin Stein, but that wasn't true. And then they found Jax, and now if you watch Legends of Tomorrow, you see how that's going. But he, on the other hand, like, it didn't work that well, and he became the villain Tomahawk on Earth 1.
Yeah, it kind of
Did
like
he die or no? I don't think
I
he died.
know. I can't. I know that it jumpstarted his powers, and he was like a leech. Like he sucked up like all this energy.
Way too much, and then like.
Yeah, he went crazy. He went nuts.
So real quick, there's a 52 right there. It's new. It's channel 52. Real quick, can I point this out? Mayor Snart.
Yeah, they never show him. I noticed that too. But they never show Leonard Snart.
So that brings up, because they never use gender to define Mayor Snart.
Oh yeah, it could have been his sister.
It could have been Lisa too, like.
Which I'm starting to wonder if she will exist anymore, based on the Legends of Tomorrow episode where Cold kind of goes back and changes his backstory a little bit, but he mentions that he has a sister before he has one. Yeah. And his dad was surprised. So I was wondering if that like canceled out
not.
like his sister.
I
hope not either. I like her and Cisco's interactions.
We wouldn't know. And I love how Cisco's trying to make this like a movie scene. Like, all right, Zoom, you can run, but you can't hide. And they're like, come on, just do it.
They're not working. My cool glasses. Maybe I lost my powers.
It makes sense though. That was my first thought too. Was what if they lose their powers here? Because the only people who've came through the portal are two people who don't have powers.
I really hope that Cisco learns to do those like pulsating shots. What was that? Oh yeah, yeah. So what is he in this? He's still a CSI.
Yeah. So
he looks so dorky. He looks really dorky. This is the bow tie. So as Phil is looking up the Easter eggs on the side here.
So real quick, in the comics, Barry actually wore a bow tie for a short time. So it's funny that they actually brought the bow tie into this.
He's got a Twizzler in his hand. Holy,
like doppelganger! And they're just like, what?
I wonder what this Barry's reaction will be later when he wakes up. Like, I just saw myself and like,
what's happening here?
A whole bunch of crazy stuff. What do you mean Joe's dead? Like, all a bunch of stuff. You mean he made peace with me?
No, Joe's not dead. Joseph is dead.
Yeah, Joseph is dead. I thought it was kind of messed up of Barry, though. To kind of just, like, put himself in his doppelganger's life like that.
Yeah.
It just seemed not right at a certain point. Right when Iris kissed him, he should have bailed out of that. They stunned him. What if they killed him? Because he never really wakes up.
Well,
The whole episode.
In the preview for the next week, it shows him like handcuffed to like a bar on a wall. He's like, "Can someone help me?"
Are we gonna?
And it's like it's from like it's an it's like a security camera down on him. He's like, "Can somebody help me? What's happening?"
What if this creates a new Stubbs?
Oh, dude, seriously.
That's a nickname for anyone who loses a limb from now on and forever.
What, like, seriously, how would you feel if, like, another, like...
I would get it tattooed on my arm.
What?
If I lost a hand or something, I would have Stubbs.
Okay.
I would live up to it.
What I'm trying to say real quick is, if another, like, universe version of you, a multiverse version of you came up, just, like, beat you down and then kidnapped you, what would be your thought here? Real quick, a free and just society. You know, like a justice society.
The Justice Society of America?
Like Jay Garrick's team.
I
I love how Captain Singh here has the weirdest beard.
He does. They're all trying to get that 1950s.
I know nothing.
Deadshot?
Not funny. I hate that nickname.
I think it's so funny. He's a bad shot. Like he's not even a decent shot. He's the worst.
It's weird seeing him with two eyes. In all honesty, like I like him better with no eye, with like one eye, and his hair is different in like the real world.
It seems like him being bad at shooting actually made his life like a lot better. He's like a police officer. He has both his eyes. He seems to have a pretty like steady life.
I mean, everyone at the place makes fun of him.
He's not part of the Suicide Squad at risk of his head blowing up at any time.
He already died though.
Yeah, I know, but that'd be creepy, right? Like if someone had a button that could just blow up your head.
Doesn't Batman have that for every Justice Leaguer?
He has contingency plans.
I'm surprised he doesn't. Okay, so Barry seeing Iris as the detective of the city. Oh wait! Oh my God, Iris, move your head. On the other, I need the other over the shot angle.
What, did you see a 52?
I think that door says 52 on it. I saw it too. Oh come on! Darn it! I thought it was 52. Okay,
no, it's
so
1822.
They're married in this universe. Her metahuman app is going off on him.
She's like, it must be broken. I like the pants that Iris wears in this. They're funny because they're like these like big like baggy like 50s pants. I like it.
Yeah.
I want a pair. I will rock them.
No, please.
So we finally get it. We finally get Killer Frost.
And by the way, I know we have it like muted right now with the subtitles, but when you watch this episode, pay attention to her voice because they use a filter on her voice that is been used for like all versions. So is that money? Is that like money of Earth 2?
I believe so.
That's weird because it's a square.
So they use a filter on their doppelganger?
On her voice, there's a filter on her voice that makes it like more cold and sounding. I know that sounds weird, but
yeah,
like,
that's weird.
It's a more icy sound that they give it.
I like how when she kisses someone, they'll like freeze to death, but she can kiss Ronnie because he's like a fire-based like hero or villain.
He's a fire-based Pokemon.
Yeah, he's a Charizard. Use flamethrower.
She's a Frostlace. And so they're together.
Yeah, I like how she even points it out too. It's like
they're so happy together. And he's gonna die again.
Good thing the only man I can kiss is the only one I want to. Aw, how sweet. I really like when Zoom kills them all, like takes them all out, and then he says, at least one of you knows your place, and like he just drops Caitlyn, like he's fair. Like he's very strict but fair.
Yeah. Like they have punch cards that they do.
Like he heard her saying like, no, you can't kill him, Zoom's gonna get mad, and that kept her alive.
Yeah. And she wasn't doing anything. She was just back. Like, I ain't doing anything. I don't want to be caught.
Oh, here we get the phone.
Oh, well, first they're getting home. And
he has this moment with Iris where he's like, oh, whoa, Iris, taking off your clothes.
This is weird here. And I'm not used to this.
Whoa. That's funny. Iris is just like, aren't we, like, married? Like,
why are you freaking out? Like,
this shouldn't be a thing.
Like, this happens all the time. Like, who drives? Like, does she have a car?
I'm guessing.
Because, like, if he had to drive, that'd be very awkward because I don't think Barry even has a license.
I don't think he knows how to drive. He
I still love in the first episode, he's like, and sings, like, where were you? And don't give me this excuse, like, last
So we
time.
get Mom, Dad, Eddie, Bruce, Hal, Diana.
For those of you who don't know, Eddie is Eddie Thawne, so somehow they know Eddie here.
Yeah. I don't know about Bruce, Diana, and how does Earth 2 Barry even know?
Billionaire Bruce Wayne.
Well, in
Politician
this universe,
Diana
they might
Prince.
be different people. That could be that could be it.
No.
I've
read the Earth 2 comic. They are still those three.
Weird. But Barry Allen is the Flash.
Not on Earth 2.
Who's the Flash on Earth 2? Jay Garrick?
Jay Garrick.
It's like they stuck true to the comic. I have not read the Earth 2 comics.
Yeah, but they all died in the beginning. Like the first issue of Earth 2, Bruce, like all three of them die.
Sounds like they weren't as good as the ones that we know.
No, but it was a plan behind it, okay?
My Batman will never die.
And
He'll just be replaced.
Batman's daughter's part of the team now. She's Huntress.
Batman has a daughter in Earth 2?
Yeah.
Huh. Never seen him as a fatherly type. Besides Robin, and Robin.
And Damian.
And Robin.
We totally just skipped over this very important scene.
So
Barry actually got to talk to his mother there for a moment.
Really starts tearing up and crying, talks about Atlantis and how he gave tickets to his parents to go.
Which, not many people are talking about the whole Atlantis thing.
Yeah,
they should be.
Yeah,
I mean, we've had another reference to it so far where Jay's like, oh yeah, I have a friend who lives there.
It seems like very just common knowledge that Atlantis exists and it's easy to visit.
Yeah.
Especially citizens could just go to Atlantis.
It's like going to like Puerto Rico or something. Like, it's a vacation spot.
So the only person in this episode that like continuously just makes sense is Henry. Harry. I messed up on it. I forgot his name for a minute. Oh my gosh. I was about to call him Tom Cavanaugh just so I can get the right person.
Oh, so you know an actor.
Oh yeah, I do know him.
Yeah.
See, I learn actors' names sometimes when I want to. But he's the only one that makes sense this whole episode. He's like, come on, like we got to stick to save my daughter. Entire reason we came here, the only reason we came here. And then Barry goes off track, Cisco goes off track. And then Barry ends up getting captured by Zoom as a result.
I like how Cisco's like, where's my Earth 2 doppelganger? I want
Jitterbug.
to meet him. Jitterbugs instead of Jitters. It's great. It's instead of a coffee shop, it's a jazz club.
More of that like old time theme. I like it. It's funny. I really like how Joe just hates him. Like that's such a fun twist.
Oh wow! The song that he's singing right there is like saying that even though we've never met, it feels like we've met. Like that's what like I was reading the lyrics right there, and I was like, whoa, that's kind of like a cool reference to being on Earth 2.
Yeah, because he's never met Joe. Well, I mean,
but they both have met before.
Yeah.
And
he's met his doppelganger, but he's never met this Barry.
Barry's so happy to see him.
He's like, oh man, Joe's really cool on this place. Like he could like.
What's up, Joe? It's Joseph Bartholomew. And it's like, what I do? I haven't done anything yet.
He's like, you know how much of a headache I have wearing these glasses? These aren't my script. So, basically, Joe calls Barry an idiot. And then Barry just, like, laughs it off. Like, yeah, that's a good one. I don't think he likes me very much.
No.
He started to slowly get the hint. So, what Joe's saying is he blames this version of Barry for putting Iris in danger. And the Iris had to basically pay for Barry's college.
Yeah. So, which means how long have they known each other?
Must be a few years. It must be a while. A good long while.
Because if he was in college...
Yeah, she had to pay your tuition.
Like 4 or 5 years?
Now if you go with Bernie Sanders.
Huh? Feel the burn.
Yeah, I know, for real. But basically, Iris paid for Barry's tuition, so they must have known each other for a very long time, and she must dearly love him. And they're not siblings either, which is like a bonus.
It's Anthony's happy.
It's weird, okay? It's so weird. Don't have the hots for your stepsister. That is not a family-friendly thing.
No, it's not really.
It's not. But it's okay because it's the Flash. He can do whatever he feels. So, right now they're trying to fix the... What was it called? The speed cannon. There we go.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of what they're called. I don't call them wormholes. The breaches.
Breaches, yeah. Well, this is where one of the breaches are located.
So it still exists there. They just need a speed cannon to stabilize it.
New meta-human attack. So we have our first look at Adam Fell's Geomancer, which is a cool name.
Where's he been? Like what has he been doing?
What?
You know, like we were talking about this last week, how they keep introducing new villains from a particle accelerator that happened 2 years ago. You know,
I don't know, man. Like, it's weird.
Like, he's a newly introduced meta again, but I don't know what he was doing in this 2-year period, just learning his powers, or then going, I'm going to challenge the Flash.
Yeah, they need to stop, like, blaming the particle accelerator, because it is getting awkward. Like, last season it made sense that all these people are finally finding out their powers. Like, it takes people so long to realize they have powers sometimes.
It'd be cool if, like, they gave these people...
It took Cisco forever to know that he had powers.
His powers emerged really late.
Yeah, he was a late bloomer.
But plus, he needs the help of tech, too, on top of that, to really control his powers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, it'd be cool if they, like, had these metas, like, give a backstory, like, I left Central City, you know, and learned my powers, and...
I trained in the mountains with monks.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, with monks. Monks and goats. Sometimes I think I learn more from the goats.
I can eat a tin can now without having to vomit.
Oh, man. It's worse going out than in.
Okay, back to the show. Why didn't you... That's why you didn't want him to take it. Or even know about it. Zoom never stole your speed.
Oh, there we go.
That thing's just making you sick. V6 is killing you.
So it's confirmed.
Yes.
That Velocity 6 is the reason why Jay lost his speed.
Well,
here's not that Zoom stole his speed.
Yeah.
I know what we saw in the beginning of Season 2, where Zoom basically jabs him.
To steal the speed?
But we never really see a transfer of speed.
No.
We just see basically a wounded Jay.
Yeah.
Which could have resulted from him abusing Velocity 6.
Yeah.
Zoom can't steal a speedster's speed. He needs help. He needs the help of science.
Yeah.
It makes sense, though.
Yeah.
And if I were Zoom and I thought, if I knew my enemies thought that I could steal their speed, I would play it off like he is. You know? Like, he's been saying that he could, but he's never done it. And when he had the opportunity to do it, instead he paralyzed Barry and ran off. Well, after dragging Barry all over the place, and then he ran off.
Yeah. He wanted to break him.
I think
everybody's metahuman app is going off, and Killer Frost and Deathstorm like barge into this building right now.
He's like, man, these things need a really further range than like a few feet. So everyone's like terrified, and I bet you what's going through Barry's head is like, man, I can't let them know I'm the Flash, because then they'll know I'm not their Barry. But I can't let them kill everybody. And is that Caitlyn and Ronnie?
What? What is happening here?
Yeah, so is that a statue behind Caitlyn, or is that a person?
I don't know.
It looks like a mannequin of a lady, doesn't it? She's not moving.
No, it is a person.
It is a person?
Yeah. Oh, no one's talking to me.
I like how they're together in Earth 2. Like, they're just a couple that's meant to be together, but always meant to lose each other.
Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde.
Really. Killer Frost, they did a good job on her.
Oh, yeah, they did an incredible job.
I think they knew they had to. Like, there was no exception for doing bad on Killer Frost.
If they did, everyone knew they'd be doomed.
It's like Caitlyn. She's like, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
So, if you knew me at all, you know I hate the name Caitlyn. Oh, man.
I'm Killer Frost.
He's genius right there.
Yeah, the table. Man, those went right through the table, though. She shoots him with a lot of force. So, that is essentially what kills Joe. Even though he dies in the hospital, it's like what leads to him going there and dying.
So, while both their backs are turned, Flash just, like, takes him outside.
And his clothes aren't on fire, as we mentioned earlier, because he now knows how to not set his clothes on fire while running.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt you. Trust me, you
won't.
won't. That's great. I think he can't run as fast with the clothes on, though. Because it seems like he's, like, barely dodging those.
Yeah.
Barry, you just need to strip down naked and fight him. It's your only option.
What? He's moving so fast I can't see him anyways.
It's because it seems like he is slower with, like, just regular day clothes on.
So, this is a cool shot right here, them flying and fighting.
Yeah, right here, I think his shoes should have kind of started to melt just a little.
So, real quick, I think Earth 2 thinks that Jay's dead.
They do.
In memory of Jay Garrick, the Flash. So Earth 2 knows Jay Garrick is the Flash. Right there. Like it says on that statue.
It was mentioned in season 2 that they thought he was dead.
Well, Harry was just like, "Oh, you coward! You just ran to another round. You just ran to another."
But he thought he was dead too. He thought Jay was dead until he saw him on Earth 2, and then goes, "Oh, then he calls him a coward and all that."
Yeah,
because it kind of is slightly a coward.
So Cisco's like, "So Ronnie and Caitlin are evil here, but those are some dope names."
I like how Cisco straight calls out his doppelganger's name. He's like, "That's a good name, but it's not the best."
I'm Vibe.
I really hope one day Cisco starts dancing and being Vibe. That'd be so funny.
Yeah, that's probably Earth 3 Cisco though. Because I think what Reverb said is that they're all connected. They all have this ability. So, every Cisco has this ability right here.
They're connected through some sort of vibe network.
Yeah.
Let's see here. When your phone vibrates and you don't know what it's about.
Shook the entire table.
It shook the whole world.
It probably was picked up on the mic.
Nothing.
Okay.
I think it should only vibrate if legitimately you have a text message or phone call. Seems like those are only two important reasons for it to go off. So I was
the
wondering,
sirens are going off.
Was that police sign on the opposite side of it? What it normally is, or
no?
No, it wasn't. All right, then
we're on the Earth 1 right now.
Oh, yep. Oh.
See now here he has the full beard.
Hey man, No Shave November ended a while ago.
Hey, he's still gonna rock a beard. He rocks it well.
I wonder why Wally was really there. They really never
They don't have a reason for him to be here whatsoever, except that it's probably in his contract that he has to appear in all these episodes now.
Yeah. Hey Wally, what you doing here? Oh, this is the only scene I'm in this episode.
Okay.
I was told I get to walk in one. Ominous music, and then there he is. You never see him again. The rest of the episode.
Well, you see him again later.
So they're using some sort of sonogram, to I don't know,
which is advanced sonogram technology because it was on a small little handheld thing.
It's the tech here is really advanced, but yet they got this 50s
attitude.
Yeah, it's weird. I like it. I like it a lot though.
It's cool. It's a cool world.
I'm surprised Joe didn't live through this though. It's not like he was really hit that bad. His clothes didn't even burn off.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe Earth 2, it's easier to kill people or something. I don't know.
He's like, man, I wish Earth 2 people had ribs. Or else this wouldn't be so fatal.
Because, Cisco's taken a lot worse.
Yeah.
And lived.
Lots of people took a lot worse than lived, but then Joe gets kind of just hit by a fireball and falls backwards on his back and...
I'm dead.
Oh, I hurt a lot. I'm gonna go to the hospital. Oh, I'm gonna die in the hospital. Oh, I'm gonna tell everybody what I think.
Barry, Bartholomew, I hate you.
I know for real. That would be great if he's like, Barry, come close. Get closer. Closer. You suck. And then just dies. What'd he say? He told me he forgives me.
Oh my god.
That would have been great.
Oh god.
He told me he forgives me. And that he's happy I'm with you, Iris. Oh. It'd be funny if you just went, you suck. Stay away from my daughter.
Or as he says it, Barry just reaches his hand around to the plug and unplugs it.
Yeah. Oops.
My bad. You ain't my father-in-law on this earth.
So there we go. Joe just died.
Good.
Earth
Monitor flatlines.
Yep. No. Sobbing. No. It's okay.
No.
Sobbing. Yeah, dude.
I love subtitles.
I could narrate for this. It'd be great.
No, just one episode. We'll just have you read all the subtitles. Ah, darn it.
He dropped every bullet in his gun. He's so bad.
He's like,
he should not be.
He's like, we're partners. I have to. I'm gonna be there for you. And she's like, don't.
Who would let him be an officer? Who would let him if he can't shoot? If he could shoot that bad?
Maybe he's good with paperwork.
Probably.
Really? Maybe he does the paperwork that no one else wants to do.
Good friend. Yeah. See, I was looking really
where's the
suspicious of
discount?
this Barry because he's saying stuff and doing stuff her Barry would never do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Thanks. This makes sense. They never bring this up ever, like in their Earth, but yeah, why would you let Cisco go, a civilian go on a police thing, and Barry's like, let me go, and just like, no.
You're CSI.
I lost my dad. I'm not losing my husband. You're not a cop.
She's not having the best day.
I'm surprised she's still at work. I wouldn't. I'd be like, you know what? I'm done today. I'm going home.
I'm clocking out. Other people can deal with this right now.
You just saw my old man die. I'm done for the day. Mrs. West Allen.
Then she looks at Barry like something's up.
Like that wasn't his. That's like not her name, or
Yeah.
I wonder. What if they got the wrong name and she's like, that's not right. But she shrugs it because so much stuff's happening.
And there's another bullet that he forgot to put in the
Look,
gun.
they got touch screens. That's their computers.
That's cool.
It's just a keyboard and then this very long like touch screen.
It's such a high-tech, weird world. I like it.
I know. I like how the phones are like really basic looking, like in the house, and they're still like
Like
landlines.
1950s.
Like they don't have cell phones; they have like landline phones.
So here we have Geomancer on Earth 1. Oh, we have to keep like saying back and forth where we're at.
So Geomancer's pretty cool. I kind of wish he wasn't introduced in this episode because I feel he could have had his whole own episode.
Well, he's gonna have a better episode tomorrow or next week. He's in next week's episode
All right, that's good. I was hoping
because they don't kill him in this scene or arrest him.
I like this moment with Jay. I wish Jay could have kept his powers longer. Like this fight could have been drug out just a little bit longer because Jay's actually a really cool speedster.
Let's get ready to rumble.
They kind of just made him suck because he can't be a Flash,
Yeah.
but he's so good at it. It bums me out. Right here.
Even Joe's like, what?
He looks cool too when he shows up. Oh, it looks like Velocity 7 is working. Now go get him. So
we're
right
two
here.
away from it being perfect. I love that power. That's new.
It seems like the big improvement with Velocity 7 over 6 is that
It lasts longer.
it lasts longer, but it doesn't seem like he's like fighting his Speed Force like he did when he removed the bullet.
Yeah.
This one seems like he's got a taste of what his regular Speed Force was, but it's very short now.
Yeah, he's not gonna do good right here. An 8 on the Richter scale. Imagine what it'll do to your skull.
I bet you Velocity 8 will be this but longer, and then 9 will be it's supposed to be the perfect version of it.
Well, what if 8 is like perfect, but it's still killing him, and 9 just saves his life?
Like, that'd be cool. So 9 means that he'll get a Speed Force back forever, right?
Yeah.
Can you use it on a regular person and give him Speed Force?
No, they had to have the Speed Force in their system already.
All right. So that wouldn't be an explanation for Wally.
Yeah. No, Wally, okay. I keep having people ask me, how's Wally going to get his speed? How's Wally going to get his speed? And, like, as if I actually know where the writers are taking this. But I do believe I know how they're going to do it. It's going to be a big fight between Zoom and Barry. They're going to have a huge thing. And Zoom has stolen the speed of other speedsters. So when Zoom dies, or, like, maybe the Speed Force energy from their kinetic fight will rub off onto, like, Wally, who's there. I don't know.
I was thinking, what if if they do go the route that Zoom can still speed, like if they continue on that route and they haven't been very clear on it now because of the whole J thing. What if Barry tries to do the same but can't retain that speed, and at that moment Wally happens to be nearby and grabs onto Barry, thinking he's helping the Flash.
I'm gonna help, and then he becomes
he basically absorbs.
He takes a lightning bolt pretty much from
he's,
it.
Boom! He's like an empty vessel that can take on a lot of that Speed Force.
Yeah,
and then become the.
It'll be a
Flash.
season finale, is what it'll be.
Because Wally's always supposed to have been faster than Barry.
Is Martin Stein in there? I haven't let him out in years. He doesn't talk much anymore.
So he still talks occasionally.
You suck. Just like every so often give him a seed of doubt in his ear. You are a terrible person.
I really want to stretch my legs and feel my arms. Please let me out.
I work for Zoom. They work for me. Who are you? I was going to ask you the same thing. That jacket is based off of his comic jacket.
He looks really cool in this. I can't wait for Cisco to become like the toughest, coolest guy ever. his origin story has been this whole Flash series. Like, it's so drug out and, like, detailed. Like, we know Cisco so well and love him. When he becomes that, it's going to be tight.
But, like, not evil version.
Yeah, good version of him.
Yeah.
Especially when he can help Barry in fights.
Like, he goes out, he's like, I like it. I need a spandex suit, too.
Woo! And starts dancing. I'll be like, that'll make me happy. I'd laugh super hard if he did that.
After they beat someone on his first time, he just starts dancing. He's like, woo!
Actually, not the worst name. But not the best.
Cisco Ramon.
I'm watching you, Vibe. Like
he has like gangster mob boss like mentality. He's like he feels like the way he speaks.
That weird samurai situation. Listen to this.
What is Zoom? Oh, you want to say it?
Oh yeah, it wasn't running the show anymore. What do you mean? You don't even know how powerful you are. You use all your powers for cheap parlor tricks when you could be a god. All right, that's all I want to say.
Cisco, you could rip the entire multiverse apart. Like, that's how the series ends. It's just Cisco he's like, I can't contain the power, and just, like, destroys the entire multiverse.
But can't he? Like, can't he affect the multiverse that level?
Yes, he can.
So that's what he's saying. I think he needs the help of other Ciscos, though, in order to do it. Like, a Cisco on every Earth, essentially.
And that would shatter your entire nervous system without breaking a sweat. And Cisco's over here like, I can do that.
That's tight. So, Vibe, do you want to run Central City? It'd be cool if you just took off those Vibe glasses and put them on. Yes, working ones. Now I could, like, not do as much as this guy.
I say, Flash, save us! Pew, pew, pew. Who are you? Wait, that didn't hurt you. I love that. I love how he asks him that. Did that hurt you? And he's like, no, why would it?
Why would it?
Because, like, I understand where Barry's coming from. Like, are you connected to him on a physical level? Yeah, she just got shot.
I didn't notice that she was bleeding.
Deadshot shot her.
He actually hit her?
Well, actually, it could have been Iris's bullet. But Deadshot was also shooting.
So, round 2. I like this. We get to see a taste of what Cisco is going to be able to do. Maybe late season 3. Such a bad shot. Such a bad shot.
You're a rotten shot.
That's something that a Snart would say.
What?
Like that seems like a line that they would give like Captain Cold. You know, just you're a lousy shot. Ooh, dodging. See, that's crazy.
I love that. What?
It seems super powerful. I wonder if he had a reason not to use his power on the other, like on Vibe.
Because he still wants to work with him. I love how he's able to do that, and Cisco's just like, I can do that?
Sue wants him alive.
If you don't obey... Ronnie's dead now. I wish Martin Stein would just escape too. Right.
Aha! And he's just
I'm free! And just runs.
He just runs away as fast as he can, and Zoom just looking at him going like, "Yeah,
we don't like pay attention to it at all."
Leave him unharmed. That was the rules that Zoom gave.
Okay,
him.
real quick, can Cisco like never not die this way?
Does this look unharmed? Coof.
Every time Cisco only dies from that way.
Cisco should take those glasses though of his.
Yeah.
Like honestly. They might even give him a hint on how to make his better.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see at least one of you. Because their tech is way advanced in comparison to what they have.
She actually helps him in the next episode.
That's good. But she's Killer Frost. She's supposed to be, like, evil to, like, the core. Like, honestly, Killer Frost has no redeemable qualities. That's why she's such a stone-cold killer.
Melancholy music.
Oh, there. We get some dead characters. People die. Cisco sees what he can finally do. It's a good episode.
Yeah, great episode.
Jay gets a road rash, my bad. Great episode. I'm waiting for Velocity 8 to come out. I want to see what they do with that. I want to see Velocity 9. I want Jay to be a speedster. I want to see him fight. I have a feeling that he would just school Barry in just skill versus speed. Like, skill will win. And I think that's how they could defeat Zoom. If they outskill him,
yeah,
they'll beat him.
Especially if Jay can get his speed back by then. It's 2 speedsters versus 1.
Yeah, and especially if Zoom can't steal speed.
Okay, real quick. We're getting to the big crazy thing right now. So, metallic tapping, ominous music.
So let's see if this...
So Barry is in a cell right now. We can't turn the brightness up anyway.
I was going to say, this would be cool if this was the rival in the mask.
I think it's Wally.
Could be Wally.
Because he looks like the same body shape as Wally. And the hands look like Wally's too.
Yeah, it could be Wally. I could see that.
But why would he have Earth 2 Wally?
And then Jessie.
I'm here with your dad. We're going to get you out of here.
She's so scared of Zoom.
Everyone is.
Except Barry. He seems kind of like not happy with Zoom, but not terrified either.
It's like I've been through
That's
it.
terrified. Jeez.
He's a superhero. He's seen things and done some stuff. Like, Zoom doesn't scare him.
This is the last place you'll ever see. I like how slow Zoom talks when he talks.
Yeah. I think it's Joe.
So, that's the end.
Or not Joe. I think it's Henry Allen.
Henry Allen. It makes sense. So, that's the end of the episode.
But what if it, like...
Zoom didn't take his speed.
No.
Like, I don't think Zoom could steal speed. I'm starting to get convinced that was something that we just took, like, as an absolute fact before it was proven.
Because they kept saying they're here to steal speed, they're here to steal speed.
Because Jay was just lying, so he wouldn't say, I'm addicted to a drug. And I stopped using it, and now I don't have my Speedforce.
I'm an addict.
Yeah, I mean, he just didn't want to say, I'm an addict. I'm a Velocity 6 addict.
I have a problem. I go to therapy.
I wonder if I'm going to get Velocity 9. He's gonna OD on Speedforce.
Let me see. Did I get everything? Yeah. I got everything.
Alright, yeah, so there's a lot of Easter eggs this episode. This episode was a huge improvement upon the last two that we've watched. Anybody who's been kind of bored with The Flash these last 2 weeks, this week made up for it.
Big time. Big time. This was one of the best episodes I've ever seen.
I don't know. The one where he got in the fight with Zoom, that might be my favorite this season.
Where Zoom dragged him through the city and just humiliated him.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was just a reality setter for Barry. Like, you're not as good as Zoom. Yeah. Don't think you are.
I miss Earth 1 Iris now.
You do? Why?
I'm just saying that
She's
to
terrible.
You.
She's terrible. She should, like, be training to be better as a character.
On a mountain with monks and goats.
What's funny is the actor's good. Like, she's a good actor.
She's great.
But they just gave her such a lousy role to play in, as Earth 1 Iris. It seems like Earth 2 Iris, she actually got the opportunity to be a good character, and it's like, cool.
Yeah.
Hope they use a little bit more of her. She seems smart. I think she's caught on that's not her Barry, too.
Yeah.
She just hasn't said anything because that's, like, completely insane. So she's, like, not going to, like, jump the gun and say, you're not my Barry, even though you look and act exactly like him.
Wait. Say something nerdy. Particles.
Accelerator. He's him.
Molecules. It seems like my Barry.
Hard water vapors. And then just, whoa. Okay, you're my Barry.
What is that?
All right, so.
Okay, so, to you this week. Anything else we want to touch on?
Nope.
Come out to Grape City Con.
Yeah, come to Great City Con.
February 13th from 10 to 4. Lodi Grape Festival.
All right. So, do I start off?
Yep.
Okay, so to join the discussion with everybody, go to facebook.com/group/Speedforce Podcast. You can also have your thoughts, theories, and conspiracies read on the podcast by sending your emails to speedforcepodcast@gmail.com.
Also join the live... Also join the West Coast airing of Flash for live tweet with using hashtag MTSBWY. May the Speed Force be with you. For on the second Easter eggs and jokes. And I will be better about that next time, guys.
For us here at Speed Force, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Phil. Ride the lightning.
Never gone into my lab to experiment that night before lightning flashed around me and time changed speed. Now I gotta try to be so patient until calamity will strike. Because when things change in an instant, it's almost fast enough for me. And I'll be there before you know it. I'll be gone before you see me. And do you think you can imagine anything so lonely? And I know you'd really like me, but I never stick around.